What's up, everybody? Bassmaster Elite Series Pro Cole Sands here. This week's tackle tip is brought to you by Tumlin Homes and Land Team, one of my awesome sponsors, man. It's a husband and wife duo that sell some beautiful homes and beautiful pieces of property all over East Tennessee. So if you're interested in, a dream home, or just you want a weekend home, or a piece of land that, you can come down to Lake Chickamauga for the weekend, or really anywhere over East Tennessee, be sure to give them a like and a follow on Facebook. Contact them, tell them I sent you, and I greatly appreciate it. So this week's tip is something I like to do late summer and early fall when the fish are on small bait. And it's something, if I'm allowed to do it in a tournament, or if I'm just fun fishing, I'm definitely doing it. But especially if I'm allowed to do it in a tournament, I'm usually doing it. The only time I will not do it is if I'm worried about my bait getting hung up in grass. But I'm going to show it to you real quick. So this is a little topwater deal. And all I'm going to do is, you've probably heard of something called a front runner, and this is pretty similar to it. But I'm taking my Yozuri braid. I almost always throw Yozuri braid on thrown topwater. 30 pound is my go-to setup. And I sometimes will use a monofilament leader, maybe like a 2 or 3 foot leader. But most of the time I'm just running straight braid. Green's my favorite color because it, it matches the grass and other stuff. But what I like to do is get a feather treble hook. I think this is a number 2 size. I'm going to run it through there. You want to make a really big loop, and you want a really big tag in on it. And I'm just going to tie it on my main line. This is actually a little bit bigger line right here. I'm using a Palomar knot to tie it. It's a little bit bigger line just so y'all can see it. You definitely want to always wet it. So you got your little feather treble on the front, and then on the back right here on the business end, I'm going to tie a Yozuri pencil popper 110. I will use the bigger one as well. And this kind of does 2 things. I tie a Palomar on that as well. Sometimes I will use a quick snap, but it kind of does 2 things. One, that little front bait looks like a small bait fish, so it imitates a small bait. Because sometimes that bait that they chase that time of year is literally the size of your thumbnail. And back here, like I said, I just tie a Palomar knot. Hopefully I made the loop big enough. I've only done this 10,000 times. But the other thing it does is it creates kind of a chasing action of these fish. And so what that's going to do, it's going to look like this bigger pencil popper is chasing the smaller bait fish, being the feather treble hook. And I think, like I said, I think that's a number 4, I believe, treble. You can use whatever you got. I don't really think about it too much. But, it's something really simple. Man, these are some sharp hooks on this pencil popper, let me tell you. Something really simple that will get you a lot of bites. And I can't tell you how many times I've been throwing this deal. You get a school of fish fired up on topwater, and you catch 2 or 3 fish at a time. This line is very hard to cut. Good stuff. But there you have it. It's kind of a mess, but there you have it. So like I said, you got a little feather treble on there. It's about, 8 inches above the bait, and that bait still will walk great. Like I said, this is a very high quality pencil popper, topwater bait. I will use the normal pencil as well, but that little setup right there, you definitely want to, leave a little bit of line out when you cast, but it looks like a shad or, some type of game fish chasing a smaller shad, and just something pretty cool. Put you a few more fish in the boat this late summer and early fall, and y'all try it out. I promise it'll put more fish in the boat. Catch y'all next time.